The Democratic chairman of the House Judiciary Committee subpoenas the unredacted Mueller report, prepares for, quote, major hearings, as one presidential candidate now calls for impeachment. New information on when Joe Biden will finally enter the Democratic presidential race. And on this Good Friday, a new report shows a dramatic drop in church membership in the U.S. This is Special Report. Good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. In the full contact sport that is Washington politics, the ball is now in Congress's court. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler, who would be the point person on any impeachment effort, is demanding to see the full unredacted Mueller report soon. He has issued a subpoena. Meantime, Democratic presidential candidate Senator Elizabeth Warren says the House should move to impeach the president right now. Republicans say all of it is an overreach. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge has the latest tonight. Good evening, Catherine.
Well, thank you, Brett, and good evening. Late today, Senator Elizabeth Warren taking on the debate, tweeting the severity of this misconduct, demands that elected officials in both parties set aside political considerations. That means the House should initiate impeachment proceedings against the President of the United States as the legal battle over the Mueller report exposes deep divisions among Democrats.
The Democratic chairman of the House Judiciary Committee wasted no time issuing a subpoena for the full special counsel report with all underlying records and grand jury material by May 1st. Under the federal rules of criminal procedure, grand jury material must be kept secret to Congress except by court order. Congressman Nadler was pressed on whether opening an official impeachment proceeding would strengthen his position.
One of the things that we need that evidence for is to determine whether to do that or not.
The chairman of the Oversight Committee said impeachment is on the table.
A lot of people keep asking about the question of impeachment. We may very well come to that very soon. But right now, let's make sure we understand what Mueller was doing.
But there appears to be a divide with party leadership. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer saying, quote, based on what we have seen to date, going forward on impeachment is not worthwhile at this point. Very frankly, there is an election in 18 months, and the American people will make a judgment. Overseas, the House Speaker seemed to start short of impeachment for now.
The legislative branch has a responsibility of oversight of our democracy, and we will exercise that.
A House Republican on Nadler's committee said the Democrats are using the subpoena to test voter sentiment.
If there's a negative response, that might deter them. Otherwise, I think they're going to go pedal to the metal and try to impeach this president because that energizes their base. They're in trouble for the 2020 election, and that's really what this all gets to.
Late Thursday, the Justice Department notified Nadler and the Republican chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Lindsey Graham, that they will get another version next week with fewer redactions. Containing sensitive law enforcement information, but not grand jury material, the report will be viewed in a secure Justice Department facility. The letter warned against leaking, quote, given the sensitive nature of the information, it should not be shared in any form without prior approval of the Department of Justice.
This afternoon, top House and Senate Democrats, including Nadler, rejected Barr's offer, but their letter left the door open to reaching what Democrats described as a reasonable accommodation. A senior committee Republican said Nadler subpoenaed the report and then today publicly refused to read it. Brett.
Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.